Okay, I got another video for Random Rants of Ryan. I He keeps coming back with his guilt by association theories, and they may be right. You know, it's just that you keep giving your synopsis and putting these ideas out to people who are not professional, and it seems like you only make people videos for people without any uh, feedback from law enforcement, even if law enforcement is totally crooked and you can't trust them, right? They're part of this, right? So you at least can go in on them if they're not doing their shit right, but you're never even venturing, you're not taking the risk, or you're not doing the work to illustrate, that that there's something significant to this. So if you keep pawning these ideas off on people, then you should at least do the follow up, since you feel with the conviction that that this is a rap. Then you should go to the police. Now I know it doesn't make sense to people if they think you don't go to the police unless there's a crime. But Random Rants of Ryan thinks that there's a crime, and he's going to keep putting these ideas out there, for you to see the crime in it, for you to see the culpability, for you to see pandering, for you to see it's pandering. And there's, sometimes they use 15-year-old girls to do pandering. So I mean, I'm not saying, that it's completely 100% sinister. A lot of people just get used. So there's nothing wrong with what you're doing, making videos, but every time that you get sent over to Titus Frost and don't show up, or Cappy reaches out to you and um and you go on without him, then it's like, why are you doing this? You feel like YouTube is a job now, you don't really like it anymore. That doesn't excuse you. The fact that you're not having fun, it doesn't excuse you from not involving at least the police response, so that people have something to base it off of. Like if the police didn't do proper diligence to explain to you that it's not uh, um, a smoking gun, then you can hold them responsible on your show. You could do that too. And it just seems like there's nothing that anybody's going to do to enlighten everybody so that they see who's the real uh, revolutionary, and see who's the real perpetrators. You just have to take that step of putting yourself at risk of being interpreted as a wingnut, okay, by the police, you know, because maybe their perspective on things is a little jaded, or maybe they are anesthetized in some way, right? So, fucking, at least you keep a dialogue, and then because you might just be slandering, you might just be libeling. So for the simple fact that you have to take into consideration that we have to keep in mind that some whistleblowers might actually be some paid opposition, you also might also be libeling people if they're not. So if you're going to just keep doing the activity, then it's going to metastasize, and then a better platform for more frequent and illuminating, conversations to go on between all the truthers who you say are fighting. And so unfortunately, oh, this is so bad that they're fighting. Who knows that it's bad that they're fighting? I don't know you or any of them. If they're all paid opposition and they're all fighting, how do I even know that that's a bad thing? So just go to a cop. Just say, like, I think you need to pay attention to this. I'm going to take a record of your filing and your response to this information, and then I want you to know that I'm making videos. and I want you to say something to my audience about this issue and what can be done or how it could be looked at right now. And if you won't do that, you don't have to get these people got schedules. They don't want to keep taking time out to talk about things going round and round and round and accusations with chat and with the and it just has a bad effect. If you already know what to do, if you've seen this video, and I'm not supposing that you will, but if I had known that you saw this video and that you got advice to go to the police, it seems simple enough. I mean, why does that sound so crazy? Do you actually believe what you're saying? You have to believe what you're saying. So, I mean, if you believe what you're saying, then it makes sense for you to take the next step and go to the police. If you don't believe what you're saying, then when I say go to the police, you'd be like, oh, well, this is nothing. So then it's nothing. Is it nothing or is it nothing or is it not nothing? If it's something, then it would drive anybody who believes that a crime has been committed should go to the police. It doesn't matter if a crime has actually been committed or not. It's in your mind. And if you've seen this, then it should be over. But it's not. I can't call you a dummy like I want to, um, because I don't know if you had the idea, but you're making it seem like we're slow for not seeing the connections. If we're slow for not seeing the connections, but we could give you the advice to do what it do, and you're not doing it, then you're fucking up, dude. You're fucking up. And you and up you've had good information all up until now. You're a good researcher. You're a historian. You have a the political atmosphere, and you've been helpful all the way up to this moment. And I have to wonder, dude, did they get you? Like, are you dead right now? Because I think that they killed Dave Chappelle, and I think they mocked him in effigy when they were kicking his head around on the when they did the Dave Chappelle show um, uh, revisitation of the Dave. Well, I don't know. I think they did Dave Chappelle tribute or something, but I think he was already dead by then. Like Rihanna's dead. Like all these people that could give away the game when they go live, it'd be a hot mic. And they if they were in distress, then they could take advantage of any moment when they're on live to tell people that something isn't right. But I think they're all dead. All the celebrities are dead. David Seaman, even Veritas, even Julian Assange. I think they killed Julian Assange. I think all these people are dead already. I think they've been switched out. I think they cloned them up out the garbage, and I think they switched them on us. Maybe they got spinal taps, like I explained to you with how the ergot takes over the wheat germ, and you can start at the base of somebody's spine. At the base of their, the spine is the at the base of the spine you can override somebody's personality. Essentially, they'll be out the way. You can kill them off, and you'll still have the body to implant memories and shit like that. I know that's far out there and everything, and that's why I don't involve the police in this. But if you have something simple like something that everybody can relate to, like these people are trying to come up with a story, and they're trying to out people, but then, I mean, now it could be a LARP and all this. Like that's all shit that people can relate to. So if you got to find out the legal definition, what they would call that, LARPing, what they would call that, what is that? Impersonation, sort of, what do they put out? Bad information to fool people, slander, libel. So just don't use the words of social media when you go to the police. Don't say these people are out here LARPing. What is a LARP? Live action role play? No, they don't want to deal with that. No, you tell them that hey, they're slandering somebody, or they're libeling, or they're they're reporting false crimes in the media. Just say something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know what's the block between you and the police department. What's the block between you? Why can't you get a detective? Why can't you? Do you want I'll send you some Bitcoin for a PI for a private detective. Do you want me to do that? I live in a fucking tent, dude. I'm working fucking 11 hours a day, and fucking I have to go take showers at a gym, and I have to keep shit in my stuff in storage, and I have to go here and there. I have never had fucking only time I have any time. I have too much time on my hands all at once, and I have to think of things to do. And on the weekend, as far as like whatever, But I mean, I've saved up some money. If you need a PI, you can hold me to it. Like, find out how much is a PI just to work for uh like a day or maybe 2 days, and they try to contact for a statement. Some people, and then if they don't get a statement, then at least we tried, right? My guy, my dude. Seriously, bro. Find out how much a PI costs. God damn it. I mean, I'm sure it's not that much. I'm sure that you know, like it can't be more than $500 for a couple days. You know what I'm saying? That's how much I only make $150. Somebody with a degree who makes 60,000 a year it's something like $30 an hour. A private detective, a private dick does not make $250 an hour. So I don't know. I think $500 would go pretty far, bro.